Oh my goodness. Hi everyone. Oh, why can't you go to the beach?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Hi everyone. How is everybody? So if you are not familiar with that, hi everyone, it's Ray, otherwise known as LifeInViBe, or LifeInViBe, otherwise known as Ray. We are on a membership drive today, and I'm trying to think of a really good way to offer potentially something as a membership gift for a membership drive for the month of May. Month of May membership drive coming up in the month of May. Trying to get as many people as possible to join this absolutely exciting community. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday out here. Hey, yeah, Timmy's favorite beach spot. I know. And I don't think it's because he doesn't want to get a suntan. If I thought he was actually avoiding the beach because he doesn't want to get a burn, then I would be okay with that. But unfortunately, Tim is all about it. And I think he must be watching me. Let me add him to the stage. Let me remove the video. We'll show that again later. Oh, let me share this image real fast. Hi, DJ Shelly Show. Come on in. See, so let me just take Tim down for just a second. I'll bring him back home. Oh, no. Come on. Let me bring me to the corner. There we go. Oh, my goodness. If you feel like you go to vacation on Bradenton Beach, a retired lawyer, some other happy people will say I'm a stalker. Well, I'm a stalker, I guess, now, but this was from a public camera. Hi, Thomas. Says, greetings and salute, fellow hippies, drunks, and middle cases and drug addicts. Yes, we are all of those and more. So say cheers to that. Yeah. Oh, he's absolutely. I have beautiful hair. Well, thank you. I just actually used a brand new hair dryer that I found on sale at Ulta that had a it was a Revlon. It was only like $46 on sale. So that's a bargain. It's actually less than the hair dryer thing that I bought probably in 2016 last time. So it does the work for you because you can't just do the hair dryer and the brush for the blowout. But thank you. I appreciate the comment. Ego won't let him watch. We'll find out though. Because he makes some very strange allusions to people watching the beach cameras. That's why I investigated his videos, and we're going to watch them together. Now, as you can see in this particular image, hey, Tar Heels, hey, come on in. Who passes out business cards on the beach? Well, we don't know what he's doing here. I don't know if he's giving out a business card or just shaking somebody's hand hello. But as you can see later on with the video we just showed, that's the person that Tim goes and sits next to for an extended period of time and has a conversation with. And then obviously his umbrella stands out. It's very colorful. I wonder if Miss Tammy chose it. And so the one thing that Tim has not returned, he shows up in regular shorts, as you can see, because for some reason, a person who lives in Florida deems it necessary to throw away his swimming trunks. I've never... It just astounds me. Like when it got cold, he didn't have any pants because he said he took them all out. I'm like, what clothes? Do you just not want to do laundry? And so you just toss things out? I mean, it's just wild. That's Timmy being approached by the women. Make sure to hit the likes for that comment, everybody. I should ask in this picture, I should do a poll. Is Tim shaking hands or handing out business cards? Is Tim handing out business cards on the beach? What is he doing in this interaction? Let me get it over to Nightbot. I'm going to start a poll regarding this picture. So sear this picture in your mind. It will be the backdrop, so it will stay here. Wonder if she has paint on. Well, you better hope so. Who spies on people on the beach? Well, people that have access to public cameras and have YouTube content to make. That's who, Sean. Oh, gosh, that's not even a smart question. Who does that? Reaction channels. That's him. Now that Tim knows he's getting watched on the beach, he does actually have those friends. I've not been spying on him that much. The only time I have watched him is on the 1 minute that I took the snippet, and it just happened that the moment I went into the camera that he was sitting there talking to the ladies on the beach. And the one looked like she was trying to dolphin swim away, like trying to paddle her way out of there. And so that was just, and I just, I had to do what reaction channels do. I had to take a little snippet. And then obviously we've got this epic picture here of Tim potentially shaking hands, passing out business cards. We don't know. Yeah, it's fun, people watching. That's why they put these cameras out there. They put cameras out there to people watch. I mean, I could literally pull up that camera live now, but I won't. So, yeah. Hey, Eric, come on in. Yeah, we all love to people watch. Even Tim. All right, let's add Tim to the stage. Here he is. Here's Mr. Baker. You can tell that the heat is ticking up in Florida. It's freezing in Virginia Beach. Drop it in the chat what your temperatures are wherever you are in the country, because Virginia Beach is horrifically cold at the moment. It was really warm. It's what Virginia does. And then suddenly it went to into the 50s and 40s. So I'm back with the heat on. So it's been wild. He's working for pennies now. It's fun. Never a dull moment. Yeah, it's never a dull moment. Yeah, exactly. Last lifetime, we somehow we managed to just catch Timmy coming out of a bar in Key West with Miss Tammy with a drink. So Tim is 81 and oh my gosh, 90, 57. That sounds like what I'm sitting at. 57 sounds like what I'm at. We did the same thing when vacationing in Cantu. The resort had live camera. Oh, I have a guy I know here in Virginia Beach who has a house not far from the ocean front. And he regularly, especially in the summertime, has the cameras on, just like beach watching people. I know he said he caught me a couple of times when I was, years. I'm sure he's still beach watching, but years ago for me, running at the boardwalk, and he would catch me sometimes. You see all sorts of people that especially in a town like Virginia Beach, especially the oceanfront area. It used to be years ago. Everybody just knew everybody. And I'm sure it's still the same for other people. I'm just not as social as I used to be. And they have the cameras, and they're from off all the restaurants, and people love to watch those things. You have 67 in Fredericksburg. I know Virginia's horrible at the moment. 77 in Ohio, South Ohio. That's pleasant. I'm a little jealous on that one. 61 in Connecticut. Yeah, East Coast. 71. Oh, that's warm. 75 in LA. Oh, always a nice 75 though in LA. 85 in Tampa. Oh yeah. That's why Tim's not in the RV. The air condition just can't take. Yay, Thomas! 5 gifted LifeInViBe memberships. I love that. Early start to the May membership drive. Thank you. Shireen Knight received a membership. Artsy fartsy. Miss Shanae. Vow exchange, something like that. Oceana Song. And thank you. We get lots of people that give later on, Thomas. Thank yous. I hope you see them sometimes in the comments. Thanking you for the memberships that you're so generous in giving this community always. So thank you so much. You are awesome. And Roscoe rocks. I guess I need to change that. That's not the fundraiser. I guess the fundraiser is keeping the community afloat as we go to court. And yes, multiple legal actions. That's all I'm going to say. Not in my life. But everything is moving along. I am going I'm going to try to do, after we do some reacts, a unboxing. I have an unboxing to share of the plaintiff labels. Let me come over this side. Let me make myself a little bigger for just a second. Of the plaintiff labels. So we will be doing an unboxing and seeing what these, because I don't want to dox my address, but I haven't even opened it. So I have no idea what they look like. So I'm going to do that as a members only. So thank you for that, Thomas. That was awesome. Yay! Come on in. Yeah, you're a loser again. Well, Tara Heels, you're a member. But you can't lose. You're already a member. He's so funny. All right, guys. So I have been inspired to good to hear. Yeah. We're gonna be I'm excited. I'm gonna unbox with you. Yeah, Thomas is wonderful. Yeah. So one day I hope Anne's gonna win. Yeah, in Irish Eyes too. I'm always hoping, I'm always thinking of you too. I really do. Just like Tim says he does for his subscribers. Oh my. So Tim's been just putting out the content, because we have to realize, for anybody who is unaware of the creator environment, there is always a rush at the end of the month to pump out content. I was going to try to do this caught on camera react. Oh, make sure to hit the likes as you come in, guys, so other people can find us here. I haven't been trying to ask for that yet, have I? I need to ask for some likes. And if you want to directly support the community, you can also donate through Buy Me a Coffee. And I know they've got some very generous people who do that, as Tim would say. And what do you get out of it? Me keeping up some court appearances. And if I could have, we know that my court case has been moved, or has been ordered for August the 13th. That's the date of the trial. But I have been ordered to have my bill of particulars by May 8th, and I hope to have it to the court by Thursday this week, no later Friday. But I have a couple of things that I also need to do. And so it's lots of stuff that's busy in the background. Anybody who's a member who can check out some of the videos, I often do a lot of pre-court get readies with me as well. So, and my goal is to do, at least starting in May, a weekly members only live of some sort. So we're going to have one tonight where to kick it off, where I unveil the plaintiff evidence stickers, because thanks to you and those of you in the community, you are helping me be able to afford even ordering these from the office supply store, because they're not something you'll find on a shelf. And I needed to get them quickly. So thank you. And thank you for your generosity. Okay. Let's get over to the reacts, guys, because that's why you are here. So Tim put out 2. So he went to the Moose Lodge, as we know, and he drove back and forth. And if you take a look, did a reaction about driving home from the beach, and Tim talking to the ladies. And if you are late or just coming in, late. I should talk about being late. If you are just coming into the live stream, check it out from the beginning. I shared that video, though we may play in between the video again of the conversation. And we don't know what he was saying, but I just make stuff up. All right. So here we got Tim coming from the beach. We're going to speed him up, because I know people like him a little bit faster. So we're going to put it to 1.5. We're just going to listen really primarily to the pieces to where he talks about the haters. He's got lots of stuff about the haters lately. It's killing him. He wants to talk about us so badly, and he knows he just can't. So this video was quick and has a dump truck going on in the background because Tim loves to, likes to get annoyed with the sounds in the environment while not even thinking he's the one choosing to film there.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim coming to you from the beautiful beach here in Bradenton, Florida. Check this guy out. We got us a regular, instead of just dragging for the seaweed, he's really keeping it nice and level, I suppose, for the lifeguards and stuff with their vehicles, but check it out. Pretty cool. What a job he's got, huh? So it's already going to be like 90 degrees today. It is currently 10:35. I just got here. All my stuff is still in the truck. I haven't walked down to the moose yet because I want to get some steps in. But what a beautiful day. And one of the things I'm thinking about.
Did you say moose or mooch? I think he said moose, but it sounded like mooch. And of course, we've all called it the Mooch Lodge. And just the fact that he shows up with waters and has like cups of ice from the lodge and then doesn't actually take the time to offer to get those ladies even like a Coke or something from the bar. Gosh, that would exhaust me. If a guy talking and just can't even like say, hey, is there something I could grab you from the bar? Especially if you're chatting to me for some time and it's like at the beach, it's around lunchtime or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to Southern hospitality. But in where I am, most men are gentlemen and would offer to get you something.
Buying. I'll have to turn the camera on here so I can zoom in and show you. It's called it's one of these right here. That's the small one. I don't want that one. I've learned that it's small and it's less expensive. But the problem is it has like 45% less shade than the one over there. And they're called Cool Cabanas, coolcabanas.com. They're very expensive.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a nice level top there, doesn't he? Nice and level. Anyway, the Cool Cabanas are $269. They always got a sale going on for $69 off or $70 off. So it's $199. They get $200 for them. But right now, they're not even on sale and they're out of them. And the only place you can buy them is from coolcabanas.com. Amazon does have them too. And the blue stripe, the navy one, is kind of the most popular. They got these yellow ones and other ones that are just, I don't know. I don't like the color of them really. So
Tim is wanting to lose the umbrella, guys. He wants one that matches like everybody else's. He knows he's too easy to spot. We'd spot him anyway, but I think he believes that his like "Where's Waldo" moment is the umbrella because now it's got a perfectly functioning umbrella. There's no reason to remove that umbrella. It's perfectly fine. But now he wants to get what everybody wants to have on the beach. He needs to have, he's keeping up with the Joneses, but he'll tell the judge he's broke.
I'd rather have the blue one.
Yeah, I know.
And those are sold out right now. I don't even think they're offering a discount. But I don't even want to pay $200. I'll try to find one on Facebook Market.
Oh, well,
seems like an awful lot of money for them. They look like an easy up, but the difference is they have one pole. It's in the middle that holds the middle up. And then the umbrella part that unfolds is aluminum legs in the umbrella part at the top. And then the legs are those cloths that come down. There's sandbags at the bottom. You take your hand and you fill up the sandbags, all four of them. And that's what keeps it from blowing around and weighted down. However, I have a beach umbrella that's 7 or 8 feet wide. It's very nice. It's perfect for me. But I just thought, maybe I'll just get another umbrella, put 2 umbrellas up. I used to have 2 of them. But then you got to buy it's still going to be cheaper. But anyway, I'll be down there at the Moose. Now, you guys can check me out if you want. If you're into voyeur, all these beaches around here and restaurants and up and down Florida, anywhere, the Keys, anywhere you go, you can just...
Now, let me know. Hey, Miss Vicky. Miss Vicky's in the house. I think you think he's dry begging from the, you know what? You are so, Tar Heels, I need to give you this. Hold on. Where are my sounds? Hold on. Uh-oh. I need to give you that for being on point. And then I need to give this to the stripy, colorful umbrella. We can flush that umbrella away, guys. Let's see if it gets listed on Facebook Marketplace, because Tim gave it the death knell there by saying he wants a different one. And then, yeah, absolutely a dry bag coming out, probably to brands, so that he can have one to show for a review for the summertime. Take it away, Judge Mathis.
No. I simply asked. I said, I wish I could have that dry baggage. Well, I mean, you know what that is.
Yeah. Possibly to a brand. Maybe I need to dry bag. Maybe my Lowe's umbrella that I got years ago is just not sufficient. Pretty beach, though. All right, go ahead.
Do a Google search for a camera, like a live camera, to look at the beach and stuff.
Yeah.
Moose has got one just outside the door, and you can see everybody sitting there and what they're doing, what they're drinking, what they're eating. You can even read their lips, maybe. You can see if they're talking to people, who they're talking to. Go ahead, check it out. I invite you to check me out. I'll be there most days. But
okay,
see, like this one over here, this orange one.
All right, Tim doesn't sound like he's very happy about us doing this, guys. Showing the mooch lodge somewhere in Florida. I don't think, yeah, you can literally see him right here. Now, I don't know if you hear the waves. I added some waves to the background, and you see this one lady, she looks like she's kicking her legs to get out of there. She's like trying to swim away. That's like, just wants him to stop. The other lady, she's leaning back, and Tim's leaning forward. So he's way more into the conversation than anybody else is. And he's absolutely just, you know, so happy. I had to zoom in on my phone. I'm cracking you up. Yeah, it's going to show up on Facebook Marketplace. Put in the chat how much you think the umbrella is going to be sold for. I'm going that he's going to put a tag. Oh, shoot. I don't know. How much could that cost? That umbrella. You think $45? That's a popular part. Did he sell the shirt? I want to know, is the Munster shirt sold? Or has he decided? She's pretending to be a... and then, you know, Tim hasn't been... Those were the ladies. The ladies he was chatting up. Oh, that's the person who called him Chester the Molester. Yep. As we know. Tammy's still messing, but we don't know. I know the body language says it all. He was not happy, but he was going to be snarky about it in this video. Tim, them's the games in YouTube's world.
Is an easy up. It's got 4 legs. It's heavy.
We gotta
That's
check
not the
the
thing. Everybody was
receipts.
buying those. There's actually a couple more of them right over here. Now, this guy here, he's just doing the seaweed. You got the John Deere there. He just kind of cleaned it up a little bit. But here's the restrooms right here. They service these every day. I mean, they're not, you know, hard buildings, but they work, and there's plenty of them around. So, these easy ups over here, they've got a bunch of chairs under them. Looks like they're going to have some kind of a service or wedding or something, maybe, on this Monday. But I'm going to step away from that copyright music. Everybody was walking by. Look at these nice beach houses. Look at that one right there. We got part of the top. You can go up there and see the sunset every single night, and you know, just have the view. Make you a barbecue. They got 2 garages in the bottom. I mean, man, some people are living.
I don't even notice about I see the umbrella as him, not as it being a rainbow, but it being more of a umbrella that significantly stands out to what everybody else has. And it seems like everybody had those kind of blue and white stripy umbrellas. And Tim is somebody who has to have what everybody else is having. So if everybody has that Cabana, whichever brand he was referring to, cool Cabana style umbrella. He's going to want to have that. So, and then because he's not, and his umbrella in his mind too, he's had it from last year. That's going to be out of his mind. If people want to make silly comments about rainbows and all that, they don't make any sense to me. I just know he knows we can find him easy on the beach. If he had the other one, I think he thinks he'll be less easy to spot. It's not the case though, Tim.
Large for sure. And that's right.
But we appreciate your honesty, DJ Shelley.
Manatee County, right
I
here.
don't like being offensive
So I'm going to go ahead and
about
throw
people's
down
sexuality.
some steps here, walk all the way down to Coquina and back to the inlet. You can see.
I'm one of these folk like C-Car. I don't care what people do behind their closed doors. I don't even care if people do things on the street. Mind you, I'm somebody who's not like, you know, now I'm older, not big for public affection. Though I know when I was younger, I probably public affections with my partners all the time.
Manatee's finest.
I love anybody
Manatee
being
County
who they are.
with the truck.
We love a rainbow
Videoing
here.
We got the
Nobody
beeper
bought
back
his
there. There's
dirt
always some
bike?
kind of noise, isn't it, when I'm videoing? But I brought my binoculars yesterday too, and I was checking out. There's some. You can't see it probably in the view.
I don't like
There's
it either.
paraglide, parasailing. You get on there and the boat takes you up in a parachute.
He has a
And I
multicolored
can see
straw
them
bag
sitting there
too.
with their
I
feet
think
hanging
that was
out. I
Tammy's
did that once in Mexico down in
influence.
Acapulco.
I think that was Tammy buying what she thought was cute.
100 years ago. And look at this boat right here going by.
I had one of those, like some cute stripy stuff back in the day too. I certainly have, like, usually my chair for the beach has some like stripe in it. I think I got like a blue and some, oh, the dogs are off.
I can zoom on him real easy and see who's on the boat.
Oh
That's an
gosh,
interesting looking boat,
yeah,
actually.
you're doxing everyone, Tim.
Oh, is it going to be hot today? I need that.
See, this is what's so
cool
funny.
Cabanas.
Oh, hold on, Tim. Tim wants to talk about other people's voyeuristic habits, like me supposedly being a voyeur because I peeked in on the cameras at the Moose Lodge. They're public, Tim. And I don't do that all the time. If you think I've got the Moose Lodge camera sitting up on my TV, so no, I do not. I got lots of other stuff going on. But Tim is here showing everybody in all their stuff all the time as an outdoor YouTuber, like filming content and vlogging constantly. People want to say about me, I'm sitting in my home. Nobody except who he doxed gets doxed.
I'm really glad I got my umbrella. Definitely going to be able to work on the tan some more today. And I read a couple of your comments that you think a little bit of the color looks good on me. I think tan looks good on anybody, especially
the Chester Molester. He didn't keep that one up. I thought he was not scrubbing comments anymore because it was killing his algorithm.
you can tell somebody just came back from vacation.
Oh, wow.
And they're typically fair complected. A little color doesn't hurt anybody.
What do you
So let
mean
me get my
color
steps in.
doesn't
We'll make
hurt
this more-
anybody? What is the... I can make sure to hit the likes, guys, coming in, so everyone knows we're here. I was getting a poll going, so look out for it. I'm trying to get it done, but Tim's just got me on a roll in comments at this time. What do you mean, Tim? The sun isn't bad for your skin. I've never heard this most baffling logic in my life. Yes, do you need vitamin D as something to help you with your immune and your bone health? Absolutely. Is it better to take it through supplementation because you're going to get a measured amount that you know how much you are actually getting and you're not harming your skin along the way? Yes, that is what most doctors would recommend. Most doctors would not recommend you risking the increased chance, and it is any ethnicity. You do not specifically have to be of Caucasian descent to get skin cancers, though it is more prevalent with people who are Caucasian. But being out in the sun is going to, and he's already had skin cancer. I cannot anymore. He can put on self-tanner. I usually use self-tanner so I don't look completely pale going to the beach. And most of the time I am sitting under my umbrella. If it's too windy, a lot of times we don't stay because we don't want to be out just getting, scorched. And then we will go, only out generally into the water. And most of the time I'll have a baseball cap on and, my full sunglasses on because I have them. Usually I need to get a new one, but a lanyard that keeps the sunglasses attached to my head, a surfing one. I'll go to a surf store and grab one and I'll use those so I can swim in literally my Ray-Bans and keep my eyes protected because I suffer in that water. Anyway, he's got no idea. No, it's scary. It's just, and this is a public health thing. This is not a sign of health.
Videos later. You can always check me out on the beach cam. Just go to Moose Lodge Cameras. Just Google it. You can find me. Zoom on in. Crush it.
Well, Tim gave us an open invitation there to go check him out in the Moose Lodge. And I don't know about that, Tim. Seems like you're not being wanting to go ever since you made the open invitation. You got a little antsy about going back. All right, let's get to a new react. All right. So then after that, he did some type of walking chat. And I can't remember if he mentioned about his beat anymore about, let me see in the transcript. Let me see the ask real fast. If he actually had mentioned anything about the cameras again. Oh, he moves about, we're moving away from a strict carnivore. Okay, Tim, we've been talking about that. Then he talks about eating the white meat. So this is all about his meal plan. Oh no. All right. I don't know if I can do a meal plan. If we have time, guys, we may go back to this one. I don't know if I can deal with Tim's walking chat. Okay. Then I don't know. We might have to put that one to a poll. Okay. Then we get a morning drive chat. So then we just get, look, guys, look. We know now. See, look, we recognize this, Tim, easily on the beach. Just this get up. You're going to end up getting rid of the chair. Look at it. All the videos now are all from the car, except for the ones walking outside, because Tim is just getting hotter and hotter outside. Said some very, and they're quick too, because the camera is probably overheating in the car. So he can't let that camera go forever. And those iPhones, they'll cut out. All right, let's go to the morning drive chat. All right, there's more from Sarasota Tim. Just Tim's, I don't know. Was this what Tim was going to, was this the oh my goodness, look at this. The algorithmic hit that he was promising.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim. Suntan Tim. Well, I'm on my way over to Planet Fitness. Get a little workout in this morning. Every day I keep saying I'm going to go after the beach because I want to get ahead of the traffic. But I might even give the beach a break today. I'm going to be out in the sun, though, because I'm doing some walking after I work out. But we had some rain yesterday, last evening. It was very short, but it came on. Really wasn't much worth mentioning, actually. But there were big drops and things got wet. I just washed the truck, but I'll run it back over there again today. Yesterday, I was on the beach. It was very quiet, being a Monday. Some guy had a boom box. I moved up real close to the water. I came real close to going in because it's getting warmer and warmer. About 90 degrees, man. And if you don't have an umbrella, you're in bad shape. But I was wearing some cotton shorts. I'm going to buy some board shorts today at Walmart. I was looking online.
Oh, gosh. He is constantly shopping. I feel guilty because I have a little bit of a tax refund. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to buy a couple of things for the summer. And I had already from last year these types of, T-shirts, which are, cut, make me look like my muscle T-shirts, but they're cut at the top, but they are, across the neck here. And I kind of like the fact that they are bare arm, but not showing completely on the chest because of just the sun exposure here at the beach time. And they look a little bit better with shorts or skirts or whatever. So nobody cares about my fashion stuff. But I mean, I bought like a shirt that is actually an SPF shirt. So it's what they call a sun shirt. I have one in a brown that I wear on occasion. And they just released the color in a blue color. And it's made literally, you can wear it in the water, but I don't know if I would, but you could. You can wear it in the sun, in the water, on the beach. And it has an actual SPF to the material. So I got a shirt like that to help me here in the summertime. And then I got like a little sundress. And that was it. And I still felt guilty. Tim is somebody who lives in a beach area and seemingly does not have a pair of swimming trunks. And threw us out. I just don't get it. How are you a minimalist?
And buying something like that, you got to wait for it. Then you don't know if it's going to fit. You have to return it. And
oh yeah.
Anyway, so I'll just pick up something I can get wet and dry quickly before I get back in my truck.
I do too.
I want to go in and sit down in the club or whatever. Just need a pair of board shorts, man. I'm at the beach. I don't have any. I've got just these regular cotton shorts. I constantly purge my wardrobe. That's because I don't pay but pennies for these items that I have. And I haven't really bought any bathing suit things.
Actually, these are my backup glasses. And they're slightly different on the prescription. And they still work well. And so the other ones just kind of like, it was telling me to stop sliding them back and forth. So I actually brought out, but thank you. I kind of like them back again. Though I'm going to try to see if I could just update the lenses. I need some contacts. I need to do some stuff, but we know I'm preparing for court and everything else.
I have some shorts that are really good to wear to the gym, very lightweight. But
I know.
And so I guess I need to get some.
Oh, that's another thing. We have amongst many different channels that make commentary about Tim, because Tim is an interesting character. And I guess that's why we talk about Tim, because everybody knows a Tim. Everybody has had a Tim pass through their life at some point. At some point, it has happened where we have all allowed for this horrendous narcissist, in my opinion, to come into our lives and it's just always exhausting. And Tim is the sort of person who epitomizes that, in my opinion, and is an individual who strangely has been rewarded in the YouTube algorithm with a regurgitated Social Security video of which he had no expertise on the topic whatsoever. And so the pretense that he has since had to carry out while also amassing a decent amount of money has been fascinating. The most fascinating part, and people can say I'm a narcissist, and people can talk behind me and say stuff, but no, I am actually, and those who know me will know that in my situation where I've done something, I am actually doing some things in the background that I cannot speak about whatsoever. I can't even say the name of the people or what. It's nothing to do with Tim. But if people start claiming that I have not actually taken legal action, I'm just going to say that's not really the case. And I'm just leaving it there. So Tim has obviously tried to silence critics. Criticism is different from harassment. And that's all I'm going to say there.
Some dry fits. But there was a guy yesterday sitting. I almost went and asked him, and look at what kind of stereo he had. He had a big, it was bassy, and he was playing literally every song on his soundtrack. I think it was probably off his iPhone. He had Bluetooth to it. There was no commercials. It wasn't radio. Quality songs, all from when I was in high school, all the 70s. The Stones, I know the Stones go back to the 60s and everything, but they were really popular in the 70s. So I'm going to move over here. They're doing some construction. And what are you waiting for, sir?
I'm so mad at this
Nothing.
construction.
So I gotta get some gas. Yeah, and I was sitting, beside him, back a little bit, and it was just enough where I could hear it really good and not like too much. And in fact, I even yelled. It was the Sweet Home Alabama, that part where they go, turn it up. I yelled that right when they were going to say that, and he went like this. He didn't look back, but he heard me, and he did. He turned that one up extra loud for that song, and then he put it back to, which was perfect. It was almost too loud when I asked him to turn it up, but he was right there on the water, so he wasn't annoying anybody that was listening to music coming out of the speakers.
Oh my goodness. I have friends that if you started to shout things like "turn it up" or did something like that all loud, they would be highly embarrassed.
Of the moose, he was all the way up, and that's where I used to sit all the time when I went to Lido. Is right up against the water's edge, and I might be doing that again the next time I go. So yeah, another great beach day.
When was this beach day?
I might even just go right down on the beach where I park, because to be very honest with you, aside from getting a cup with some ice and using the restroom when I need to, I'm not ordering food there much. It's just how I'm trying to eat right now. Is there is a salad in there, but everything else is kind of
Really, Tim? Well, it just, well, one, if you're going every day to the beach, I understand it would get expensive, but I just feel like, and I don't want to bring this out again, but really, so soon?
No. I simply asked. I said, I wish I could have that dry bacon. Well, I mean, you know what that is.
I feel like he just wants someone to call the Moose Lodge and put down a $20 tab down for him. Hello. This is a fan of Sarasota Tim. I'd like to put down a $20 chit for him to enjoy lunch on me at the Moose Lodge. I don't know why he doesn't bring a picnic. Is that not allowed? Is he not? I thought his friends brought sandwiches. I always bring, because the part of the beach that I prefer to go to in Virginia Beach does not have any retail except a really nice sandwich shop on the way. And if you haven't pre-ordered your food to pick up from that sandwich shop, you might as well kiss like an hour away of your time ordering if you walked into that place. It is off the chain. It's called Taste Unlimited, and it's this extremely popular sandwich salad. Just has all sorts of goodies, wine, you name it. You can take the whole shebanger down to the beach. I don't think they technically allow alcohol on the beach in Virginia Beach, but I'm sure it gets broken a lot. Anyway, I generally either bring something from home, like you could call girl snacks, fruit that I've washed, watermelon already cut, ready to go, nuts, cheese, crackers, those sort of things make really good little beach snacks, sliced apples, all of those. You always want like a little bit of fruit and a little bit of salt. I think a lot of those are the types of things that provide the electrolytes, the potassium, the sodium, all of the different things that you're going to lose by being out in the sun, getting hot, swimming, potentially getting sweaty a little bit, all of those things. And so a lot of those types of foods will replace a lot of those electrolytes as you're on the beach, making it a lot more comfortable and a much more enjoyable day. Yes, always bring snacks. And they're very good about having bins all around the beach in Virginia Beach. Blue bag for recycle, the clear for just regular rubbish. And so I just bring stuff down. I mean, I have a big bottle that I'll fill with ice and water. I'll bring, fizzy waters down to the beach, maybe a can of beer. Don't tell anyone. But definitely a sandwich, something. My friend is like, there is not a time we do not go to the beach, my friend and I, and we don't bring food. It's like, because we know it's the only way to enjoy the day. It's like the whole point is to go and actually sit and enjoy a meal at the beach. Tim is, how are you? Nobody's going to want to date you, Tim.
Not what I'm eating and not on my schedule that I'm doing right now. So there's plenty of restrooms up and down the beach, even though they're outhouses. They service them every day. They're very nice. For an outhouse. They even have a handicap one. I go in those because they're huge inside. And I'm not holding anybody up because they're just out there in the parking lot. And you can walk because the walking path is right there.
I mean, if you don't have a lot of money, you bring a bag of bread, some peanut butter, and some jelly, and you make sandwiches. That's how the surfers do it here in Virginia Beach, very inexpensively. Have peanut butter and jelly. I mean, there was always a way to, get some type of, and I promise you, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich if you've been out throwing frisbee, swimming, just having a good time on the beach. You are going to want to have that sandwich. I mean, I'm telling you, I could not imagine. And I mean,
that goes down to Coquina, and you can even go down there anywhere. There's so many places to drive the truck to and kick it on the beach and have the walking right there, and just take your own drinks and ice. So what I'm trying to say is, when I get to the Moose to get ahead of this traffic over here, they don't open up till 11. I'm there at 8 or 9, and I can't park in the parking lot, the free parking. So I'm not getting that benefit. Not that I have any regrets of joining. I mean, I'll certainly go back.
I just trying to find the logic of somebody who's talking about wanting to spend money probably on a very expensive designer style, bougie umbrella, and yet is not willing to spend money on some snacks to bring to the beach, or can't get that together. I mean, or bring some boiled eggs, something. So many easy things to do. I don't get it.
When they're open, I can take my motorcycle in there, my e-bike, do different things. So I love it. But there's just, I mean, I even want to go to Manatee Beach. Manatee Beach is even further north, about 1.5 miles. Holmes Beach, that's where a lot of people go. I went there on my e-bike one day and made a video for you guys.
Well, he's getting YouTube Premium for me for watching the slop. Yeah, he's the video slop king. Like I said, we're just going to get hit. I promise you, for the next few days. Tim already has kind of a rough idea what his YouTube estimated revenue will be for the month of May. And he is going to just push out content because he knows he can get at least 1.6 to 2,000 views per video he pushes out. If he does that and he pushes out 5 or 6 videos a day over the next few days, that's a lot of views. That could equal a couple of few $100 for Tim. I mean, that's literally his strategy. He's no care of the quality. He doesn't care. He's just going to talk about his life. And if people want to, tune in, then they will. And I don't know whether or not it's going to garner a new audience. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, I started
that
a
might
poll.
be where I go next. Right now, let's go up here and get a workout in. Down to 197.
Oh, yeah. He's talking about the workout because we called him out on that the other day. If you have not had a chance, I started a poll. The poll says, did Tim bring business cards to the beach? There's the image that's on the thumbnail for this video. Also, it's the one behind me at the moment. We'll show it in a moment, though, with Tim. And we are asking whether or not Tim brought business cards to the beach. Yes, otherwise a lost opportunity. We know that Tim is an on-point salesman. He is not going to lose an opportunity to gain a new subscriber for the Sarasota Tim YouTube channel, especially on a moment like out at the beach in his regular shorts. Because that begs the question. I know he has been, okay? We have had confirmed sightings of Tim, and why we didn't get down there and check in on the cameras when he was down there with the guys, I don't know. Missed opportunities. Maybe because we're not that voyeuristic. But I have it on good authority that Tim has been definitely engaging with some these guys down there. So it begs the question, why has he not had swimming trunks all the times that we've seen him on the beach? How has he never had a pair of board shorts? Who goes to the beach and hangs out all day just in regular shorts and doesn't want to go and cool down and put your feet in the water? It's just weird to me. I live at the beach also, as we know. I often am out walking the dogs at the beach. I do try to get to the beach a little bit in the summertime. I hope this summer, with me not working 5 days a week as I was last year and being in school, I will potentially have a chance maybe in the mornings to go. I either like to go in the morning or the later in the afternoon. I do not like to go in the middle of the day. Okay, sorry. Back to the poll. I'm so blown away about the shorts. 46 votes so far. Did Tim bring business cards to the beach? Yes, otherwise lost opportunity. 72%. In second place, he had them on hand just in case. It's kind of like he's not going to force them as much. One's an active passing around. The other is like, they're there. And then no, that would be tacky. Only 4% think Tim would think that's tacky. I don't know. Was he shaking hands or was he handing out business cards? All right. Keep telling us about how you're going to change your life up, Tim.
That's 3 pounds under in this last few days that did my yogurt this morning with some blueberries. Yesterday was yogurt with strawberries. I have both. And the salads are amazing with the hearts of romaine, the bag of salad, with the avocado, the croutons, the Roma tomato, and the olives with olive oil. Just a delicious salad. Normally you got to go to a restaurant to find one that tastes good, but I'm actually making my own now. They're great. Today I'll be cooking the chicken. I did not make it last night. It's in the refrigerator. It needs to be cooked today. I will be putting that on the cremator. And, I haven't even, because I've been at the beach, had my tuna in the can with nothing, just some salt, pepper maybe. I did buy a can of Kimber's seasonings yesterday that my subscriber friend Greg told me about. They have all these flavors for steaks, chicken, all season, whatever. I mean, it's just which one, So I got the small bottle of chicken seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic. Yeah, okay. Like if you ask, you will get, and you will start knowing it when you. Let me go back. Next week, that hadn't even happened yet, just today, and I'm telling you, I can tell you, guaranteed, you don't get because you don't ask. If you ask, you will get, and you will start knowing it when you are doing it routinely, and you start to see the peace and the joy that you have in meeting your needs of every day. So I mean, between basically living as a minimalist, a simple life, doing the free things in life, the travel situation hasn't left my desire, but I'm not forcing a square peg in a round hole. If I don't need to go tomorrow, if I need to go when it gets really hot, June, July, and August, there's still plenty of time. The rest of my life.
Oh my God, we're outside the Planet Fitness again because we called him out on it. We all said if we tell him Tim's not at Tim, we haven't seen you at the LA Fitness lately. Oh my God, yeah, he does.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Just like, because we told him we hadn't seen him at the gym recently. What do we have? Tim at the gym.
To load that bike up, to pull that camper, to go without the camper, to go with the camper, leave the bike, sell the bike, keep the bike, all the things. I'm asking God to guide my steps, each step of the way. And I
did not realize LA Fitness shut down. Oh, okay. Is that why he doesn't talk about them anymore? Well, that makes sense. Thank you. I'm sorry for all the people who lost their jobs. That's terrible. Oh, that's a show of the economy, isn't it? But you can't get out of these contracts. They're horrendous. I've wanted to join a gym for, having more opportunity to have a variety of weights to lift. I have some small hand weights at the house and stuff. I don't really have as many as I'd like to have, barbells and things. And I read the contracts and how you have to literally write a notarized letter to end a $10 a month membership. It's just wild. So just makes me very unwilling to want to go into the contract.
Certainly doing that. I'm, time heals all wounds as far as back to church and walking in step with God and praying for peace about everything in my life that was kind of working in my head, and me trying to guide my own steps and me deciding what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do by returning it over to God every day and just saying and just releasing, surrendering all that I own and all that I want and just trusting in His direction, whether it be meeting guy friends, girlfriends, a girlfriend, romantically type thing, or not. marriage, single, solo, whatever.
Tim, why are you thinking? I'm sorry, I don't want to be like the killer of senior love over here because I'm obviously older. I just don't understand why at 67 are you trying to get remarried? Haven't after 3 times? Wasn't that like? I mean, I just don't know what the reasoning would be. You're terribly not interesting to travel with. You're cheap as heck. I mean, I just don't. You don't like to fix anything around the house. Just don't see the benefit of a female having you in her life. I'm just not aware.
I'm just absolutely trusting everything about my life to him. These things about diet, listening to people, taking a little here and a little there. Everybody's got an opinion. I respect it.
No, you don't. I caught Tim in a lie right there. Real Melvis, thank you very much for that generous super. They say Tim needs to join the senior center or a bridge club. Stay away from the young folks at the beach. Yeah, the young folks at the Moose. Well, no. But, I mean, he certainly has steered his camera that way. He certainly wants to be around the young people at the gym. He's often talked about some of the young folks there, but yeah, he does need to get a hobby. I think YouTube definitely is a great hobby, but I've seen, you need to be authentic, Tim. And I've seen where recently there was a gentleman, and I kind of watch his content, and he's somebody who's a man who lives alone, and he kind of was always very well presented. He did these very nicely written pieces that he would do, and you could tell that he wasn't using AI. These were things that he had written himself on the topic, and he's grown a community, and he hit 100K on his subscriber count because he talked about getting off grid and buying a piece of land, and he has shown that. He also lives in an RV, and so he's very unproblematic, so there's really no reason to make commentary. But Tim is not authentic, and so I don't know, but he doesn't have a hobby, and he should. And recently today he said he's done with Nathan Benderson too. So Tim is in a moment of flux, which makes me wonder what the moon is doing. Because he wants to shop. He's kind of, I need to see the moon. I was looking at the moon the other day. I had to look at the moon. But
this thing I'm doing, I'm enjoying what I'm eating. I'm eating less and I'm losing. And I think I'm eating relatively healthy, especially those Cheerios. I've only had one bowl so far. I got to wait till the weekend. Got a big bag too. Got the big family box. They didn't have a smaller one. Maybe I should have got Raisin Bran or Toast.
Drop in the chat what you're having for dinner tonight. I am planning to have, after this live, I will be eating. It is a miso. It's a salmon miso teriyaki with white rice and steamed broccoli. So I'm going to be eating these little salmon bites, rice, and broccoli. That's what I'm having for dinner tonight. Let me know in the chat what you're having for dinner.
Or whatever. I like those too. But because Barry, my buddy, said he eats Cheerios, I'm eating Cheerios. I like Cheerios. And everybody's trying to tell me about how it's going to kill you and what poison's in it and all that. Look, I'm going to have a bowl of Cheerios.
5-1. Oh, we're rolling, aren't we? I need to see the moon calendar, moon cycle 2026. Yeah, we're going to have to keep up with that. He is. It's coming, guys. We know we love that one. Is it the Sky Live? Is that the one I looked at? I don't know. Is this the one? Yes, this is a good one. Okay, let's get over here. Let's share this tab instead. Sorry, I got lots of ads over here. I can't help it. Okay, let's get over to into April. Okay, here we go. So we're in the first quarter. Moon was on the, here we are on the 28th. Sorry. Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, goodness. Why do they do these things? Okay. So, oh my goodness, we are almost at a full moon. We are at a waxing gibbous over here. up into this, and then we're gonna go full moon on May 1st. Oh Lord. Tim is itching to that's why he wants to get swim shorts and a new umbrella. Tim gonna be getting manically crazy soon. We're gonna be up. The energy is gonna be increasing. Oh my guys. Okay. Just be prepared.
Cereals with that really good milk that the guy at Walmart turned me on to. I didn't buy just regular milk, whatever it is, Fair something or whatever. I hope I can use it before it goes bad because I'm only using it to have the cereal. I'm doing this morning. I had my coffee. I didn't make a video this morning with you guys. I made a 12-cup full pot in my percolator, and I used 1 tablespoon. It's all I need of heavy whipping cream. That heavy whipping cream is going to last me a while. So I think my food bill is going to go down. No more of those expensive red steaks. I've got $100 available to me to spend at BJ's and rewards. I can't use it for gas, paying my bill, nothing. Only stuff they got in there. So I will buy more chicken, meat, grocery type things, or maybe I'll go there and look for some of those shorts. They got clothing in there too. That's why I bought this shirt. So, you know, I'm gonna go do that. But right now, I gotta go get my pump on and crush it.
Tar Heels, you are so bad. You are so. Look, we got me here. You're supposed to be so naughty about Tim Small Moon. All right, let me get out of here. Oh, come on, let's get out of here. All right. I just gave you a view, Tim, and premium. Okay. All right. I love what comes up next. Looking at all the other people looking at alpha male creators. Okay. So Tim then just goes off. He's off to Fred and Raffaella's for more coffee, and then he goes to BJ Wholesale's. He always does this. He gets a new diet that he's into every couple of months, and then he just throws out food from his refrigerator, and then he just puts all this new stuff in. I've just been eating the same way for years. There was a time I was a strict vegan, I am going to say. And then when I got really sick, unfortunately I had to stop that. I was an ethical vegan, so I've had my moments too. But I obviously am more of a pescatarian, eat a little bit of dairy now and so forth, and enjoy some cheese or whatever now. I don't try to have the good thing about having stopped having ate as much dairy and then kind of come back to it is I don't eat it to the extent I had in the past. I find it very difficult to get a full cheese pizza slice or any. I mean, all of those things are not things that I've returned to, having returned to eating more dairy. But yeah. So, all right. Tim's telling us how to change his life. Look at this. Hold on. What's all this? Why have I got?
Hey, I was going to Sarasota Tim.
Why have I got this weird stuff coming up? Okay. So Tim came out of the plant. We have to believe at this point that Tim has finished with his Planet Fitness workout. I guess.
I'm back with another one right after the gym and the big pump. I'm telling you, the push-ups are awesome, and you can do a lot with your own body weight, different types of exercises. But I just enjoy the gym. I enjoy also, oh, no. I've gotten away a long time ago from free weights, and then I went back to them for a little bit.
So you think that he's got well, he definitely changes his diet. And I don't know how much of a yo-yo, because we don't really know how much Tim was really eating other stuff off camera and how, but I mean, there's certain things that Tim is truthful about. That's one thing I've kind of discovered. Tim's not always, full of lies. If he doesn't want the truth, he just doesn't say something. So, for example, I think when he talks about going to certain places or visiting people or these things, I think those are honest and true, like meeting the guys on the beach. I think those are honest and true things that he is doing. Is he going to New York to see Teddy and Jolene? Until we actually see him on the road heading somewhere, that's just him having a thought.
And they do teach you balance and a few things, but I've got this rotator cup. It's bad.
Is Tim a drinker?
And it's just so easy, and time is of the essence.
Certainly he's been a drinker in the past that he's admitted, and I feel that there have been times recently where he seemed to be more impaired on video. Just some of his behaviors were kind of strange and erratic, and then recently he hasn't been. But we're not getting as many videos in the evening time. So, I mean, Tim could be out having a blast out in the, out in the town at night. I'm sure he doesn't want to be sitting inside that hot tin can box.
If you just get in there and push a pin in.
Yeah, good boy, Roscoe.
And go. Now, I used some cables. I used, I did use a freeway. I used the a curling bar. I work with 30 pounds. It's not very heavy at all, but when you do like 6 sets of 25.
I'm sure he's doing it for content. I also think he's got some, like, I don't know if he's trying to do it for content or if he literally has some personality trait that has him persistently, trying to go for this target of looking slimmer. And so he's finding what diet he thinks can quickly accomplish that goal, because I don't think Tim is very good at sticking with things for the long term, except for something that helps him make money. So the things that he does seem very good at sticking with were selling cars, because at some point that was profitable for him. The coupon oil change business, that worked for him for a very long time. It meant that he didn't have to work for anybody. And during the economy that we were in the United States during that period of time, Tim could rent a room for next to nothing and work very few hours in the week and provide enough to get a roof over his head, food in his stomach, and some basics. Was not doing a lot. He was in debt, which he admits. And then once the pandemic came along and he got the IDL monies and the PPP, he actually started to do more favorably financially than he had with his business, though he says he saved. We know it's all lies. And then obviously that YouTube video, when you start to look at the numbers on a video that's had virality like his did, virality like what as viral as it did, he did make very good money on that video. He sells most of the items he reviews on Facebook Marketplace. I do believe a good chunk of his income is coming from that Facebook flip. How much tax he's paying, who knows?
5 or 30. You get a pump, baby. And then I go over to, for the triceps, I do the cables, the pull down. My arms respond very fast. And I did some flies today and some, the machine that does chest. You can hold your hands like this and you can put your hands like this. So you're doing different, you're flexing the muscle from different areas. You can tell, but I feel good. And I mean, I really feel like, I don't know, for whatever reason, 3 pounds has made a difference in my something. You can't ever get out here. It's impossible. I don't know why I even try that exit. You got to go down here and then go back out behind everybody.
I promise you, it's little moments like that where you see Tim just get irate with traffic. I got to put some water in for my dogs. Tells more about Tim than anything. Hold on. This dog needs water. Hold on.
Because when the light stops, you can't get across. But here's where we need to go. And now we got a million cars coming. Oh, so do I go get on the e-bike? Do I go get gas and keep driving this? Do I go get on the motorcycle? Do I go to the beach? Do I go to Nathan Benderson? These are the things that I can choose from being retired. Whatever I want, I can do. And everybody's in line now, and I cannot. This guy's coming in pretty hot pulling all that stuff. Dang, dude. Hey, cool. Thank you, buddy. Give him the old flashers. Appreciation. It's Appreciation Day. Oh, look, man, we got beautiful blue skies. Check it out. And it's currently 72 degrees. Feels beautiful out.
I don't think he would have had 2,500 in Social Security. I don't think he has 1,800. Tim said he made the most 40,000 a year. He has. I promise you, I've had more years making higher amounts of income, and I don't think I'm even barely at 1,800 at 62. So there's something fishy with Tim and his salary declarations and how much he says he gets for Social Security. One thing I do not believe Tim is honest about is his money.
Outside, and it's already
used to be.
Well, 10 for 9 already. More. I did get up early, but evening chat, I don't know why. I'm either drawing a blank or being in the sun all day and I wasn't cleaned up or something. And then morning chat, instead of getting those.
I don't think he's completely broke. I think he's had the money from the sale of the Gold Wing and he's not blown that away yet on some other vehicle, which he's talked about recently, wanting to get rid of the truck and have something that's more mileage efficient. So he's angry about having the cement truck all the time. He's never been happy. Why he bought that F-250? He didn't need it. The one he had was perfectly fine. The 150 was fine. It was more than plenty truck to pull the camper. Didn't need any more. He just had to do it.
Early video. I will again. I will.
He could.
But don't worry. But when I get up, I haven't gotten a shower yet, and I want coffee.
I almost think he does these things when people say, Tim, that's really not a good idea. Like, why would you do that? Like, when people say that to him. And so Tim, just to be the absolute contrarian that he is, he just says, no, you told me I can't do it. I'm going to show you how I can. And then he lives with the regret of the decision.
I don't look awake yet. I want to pray. I want to watch some inspirational things on YouTube. I'm also keeping a very close eye. You got to check it out. Listen to me. On YouTube, check out the Eagles, Jackie and Shadow. Shadow's the male.
1800.
They're raising two eaglets on Big Bear Lake. It was snowing there 2 days ago as a storm went through because it's 6,700 feet high in California.
And it seems that the spouses he speaks around, none of these individuals were somebody that Tim was married to for a sufficiently long enough time to get any type of spousal social security. And secondly, they also seem to not have jobs or careers that really would have enabled such a high social security payout, especially taking it early. He said the first wife passed away from health issues young, and she was living in housing, like not great housing when he met her. And obviously, I mean, that's a whole situation there. I still need to do a live about that with you guys, for the members only though. And so that is something that sort of indicates potentially in my mind that she was not somebody who was a high earner. Tim also says that often he worked while they didn't. He talked about the second wife a bit more recently and how she was selling like magazines door to door. And again, had the sort of similar sales background, doing those types of sales that some of us can remember from the 80s and 90s when people would try to sell you magazine subscriptions door to door and so forth. And it seemed that she was not somebody who was making a high income either. And then I don't think the third wife did. And so I don't think any of these were giving any extra money. I think Tim just likes to lie on this one, because I think he wants to pretend he's more of a baller.
Yeah,
but I'd be curious if he has to reveal it to the judge, because he said he was poor on Social Security, but he likes to make out he balls on Social Security on YouTube.
Bear Lake,
which is the truth.
Eagles. Just put that in YouTube. You're going to get Jackie and Shadow. They're 7 or 8 years old, or 8 or 9 years old. They've been raising eaglets a few times already. There are cameras in the. Now
you're talking cameras, Tim, and you're spying on those eagles. So we're skipping along. I don't think the Social Security disability is very high, is it?
Research. What the eaglets will do is they'll fly in about 4 months, and then they will continue to feed them for another 6 weeks. And then they fly away. They leave the area for like 3 years, and then they'll return because they don't mate until they're 3 or 4 years old. Then they'll return, and
yes, you have to have 35 years of contributions, and then they start taking the top of those 35 years of your salary earned. So often, the older you are is sometimes the time you want to stay because it's the highest. This is why people getting, not keeping their jobs later as they reach retirement is kind of sometimes not great, because those 10 years could sometimes be your highest earners.
Radius of the nest area that they kind of keep us. They're going and getting fish like all the time, and they're just fish this long. They dive down with those talons, they grab one, and then it's back up to the nest, and then they pick it apart in the littlest pieces and feed those eaglets, and they open their mouth, and the eaglets actually take it. They're like, other than like
Okay, I don't know why we're having to have a whole story about the Eagles. Okay, keep going, Tim.
in these AI Christian videos, where you just kind of put in, how to not worry, how to handle anxiousness, how to, signs of certain people or things in your life that you need to, things you don't share, all these different titles, these catchy
I feel like Tim is going to get some AI psychosis coming on. You will drive yourself insane with that AI. It is so wrong. You'll be like, no, that's not what I said to you. I've seen some of these videos about it. It's going to be a crashing bubble, probably. I mean, they're going to make it work because they've invested a lot of money, but I still think it's at the early stages. I think I also have evidence. I can't really talk. My Tim was complaining about the cost of attorneys recently, but he's still not getting attorney help.
Titles they got generally through, struggles in life. And then AI just makes this voice and, this whole from the Bible story. It's very encouraging. And let me tell you, I'm doing that every bit as much as I used to do the media. And I was very up on all the latest garbage.
I don't think his Social Security alone would be enough money to keep him in his standard of living. I think he does have to have YouTube. He says he needs to get an extra $2,000 a month with YouTube. And he's probably doing more than that because he probably sells well over $1,000 of those items, if not more. I mean, we need to calculate it. I guess, be interesting. But he sells so many things, e-bikes and stuff. He can get thousands of dollars in a month just on the sales of the gazebos, the e-bikes, the batteries, whatever he has. That he had some type of generator or some other big item that was like over $1,000 that he was selling. So he can get a lot of money just from reviewing. He's not getting it probably on commissions from the sales or affiliate or any of that. It's probably from getting the item in and flipping it on Facebook. I don't even think his AdSense gets him anything. Not on those videos. Not anything remarkable. The money is in the flip.
Garbage on the media, as many others are. I won't say you, but some of you probably are. Because that's what you watch. That's what you study. That's what you want in your head. That's what you want to gossip about, talk about, think about, and worry about, and hate about. That's what you're doing. And what I'm doing is I'm thinking on positivity. I'm studying God's word. I'm learning how none of that means anything, that God's in control. He controls my life. I surrender everything to him.
They don't care about that in the court, Tim. I mean, I'm not dissing on anybody's religion, but if you think that's going to be a way to get out of any type of responsibility from your case that I have, no.
And guess what? I've had both. And I want to tell you right now, if you ever believe me for anything, the latter is the better.
I know. I'd love to see
positive thinking, eschewing. It's hard. It's like a diet. It really is. Once you hang around certain people you're like gossiping with or texting them or talking on the phone or media you watch or negative things you watch on YouTube or Reels or Facebook, nasty, mean.
Talking about nasty, mean, hateful people outside of a Dairy Queen. What are you doing outside of Dairy Queen, Tim? Tim just got to pop out this content. Tar Heel says what he makes on those small sales, he has lost. Well, that's true. That purchase of those vehicles, especially the KLX and stuff, he loses money. As much as he makes money, he loses it. It's wild.
Ugly stuff, and you just get into that. It's hard to shake it because you live for it. You want it. You're like, what's the latest?
Yeah, you got it for free.
And it's like a soap opera. There is no latest. It's just a continuation of spinning the yarn, just spinning the lies, spinning the deceit, spinning the misinformation. That's what you're getting. And you know what? Some people are listening to this right now, and they're like, I don't care. That's what I want. Heck with you and your God and your positive thinking. And I love negativity. I love nastiness. I love hatred. I love politics and all their lies and BS.
Oh my gosh. This is a guy who was running around with a Trump sign on the side of a highway back in November. I actually couldn't respond or react to his content because it was so political and irritating at the time. And like, it's a great face. He's like all mad about the news again. It's really a way about being mad about us. You have to understand that, what Tim is talking about with the media, it's just his way of having his he really, it's Tim. Tim is the one being hated.
Love it. And you
And
suck.
we're the ones who love it.
That's how people are. They're so defensive. They're so brainwashed. Their filter in their mind. And the last thing they want to hear is God. Look at this whack job. Yeah, I get the major news when somebody tried to kill our president. This whack job that apparently said something he's against Christianity. He obviously is. Anybody that would do harm to anybody in any level, whether it be videos, comments, actions of violence, destroying property, whatever people do, gossip, whatever they do that's like that, those are not Christian people. Those are not people following the Lord. Those are not people that even read their Bible or believe in a God. They can't be. You can't be. It's impossible.
I don't know how this person thinks that he literally is the most religious person on YouTube.
You can't love money and God at the same time, or whatever. It's just an analogy. You have got to be. I'm going the wrong way. I don't need to go this way. I need to get out of this cement truck and get on one of them other vehicles or go to the beach. There's nothing at Nathan Benderson for me anymore. Not just hot weather. It would be the mall if I did anything. I did want to go to BJ's and spend that $100 and get some meat. I'll go get gas and come back. It's still early. And spend my $100. Look for some board shorts. They got stuff there. Free, baby, free. But anyway, enough of preaching. I'm just letting you know.
Exactly.
Since I got back into church and I'm watching these things.
Tim, you need hobbies. I promise you. I have things on the background, but I promise you, after this will be dinner time, and then I need to get ready for work tomorrow, and then I'm going to plan to do this quick members only unboxing sometime later on. Probably, I don't know, probably at 8 or 9 tonight, because give me a couple of hours to eat dinner and so forth, and everybody else. So probably at 9 p.m. this evening, I'll unbox my stickers. All right, don't want to.
I eschewed all that.
My home
it's like a diet. If you say, to hell with the diet, I'm eating Twinkies and Ho-Hos. Well, guess what you're going to be? You're going to be a house.
Between 40
and probably in no time, because that's what it'll do to me. I can look at bread. I can just eat a piece and you might as well just tape it on my gut. That's just how strong it is. Well, people that, don't want to.
What 40-year-old woman is going to want this 67-year-old man? She has to be blind and
break the habit of eating potato chips. And look, don't get on me about Cheerio cereal. I've had one bowl of it so far, and you can probably eat some potato chips.
I did
eat one little bag of it on Saturday.
I didn't. I heard that.
Knock yourself out.
I heard that King Charles had some type of speech. I haven't heard it actually. I promise you, I've been slam busy. I try to just. I sometimes I avoid all that stuff too.
When people get addicted, and that's what they're eating every day, cakes and pies and Ho-Hos.
I did see Meghan had a disaster.
That's what you're going to be. You are what you eat.
I did see that Meghan and Harry did not have a very good tour to Australia, though. It wasn't very warm and welcoming.
Ask, what's your username again? Triathlon we got in the channel.
Tim has literally the same 4 people, like Melvano, there's Bubba, TRD Off-Road, Bella Holden, Angel Mission. I mean, I can name 2 captains, 1 ship. I can name half of your subscribers, Tim. Sadly. God, I'm sad. I just say I've seen them because I've seen the same people commenting in your comment section, and you can't even remember these folks.
What's your name? Morano? I forget. I'm embarrassed.
Melvin, you should be
first or second. Anyway, he'll tell you. Jim Bauer will tell you. Jim Bauer will tell you quick.
Oh, he had?
But yeah, everything is what you put into it. I
might have to check. I heard it was a good speech, but I just haven't, You just test the Harkeys. I'm not sure who they are.
How
you have to fill me in on that with Gen
X. You are what you keep in your heart.
Harkles?
Nobody, people can guess you. They just look at your garden. They just look at how you act, how you talk, what you say, how you look. People can tell. Now, am I being critical? Hell yes. You know why? He
is so ableist about people's weight and stuff. Now, have I given Foodie Beauty a hard time? Yes, because she's had doctors literally tell her to please stop eating the way she eats because she has type 2 diabetes. And so it's more about how she is not respecting the advice of her practitioners and then exploiting it for views on YouTube. There's a very different situation than I think Tim is just persistently criticizing others for their physical appearances. And it's kind of just, it's tacky. It's not cool.
Obese country. We have a nasty country. We have an immoral country. I mean, you seem to see it a lot. Not that everybody is, but we need to stop it. We need to quit.
Why is everyone nasty and immoral? Gosh, I hate that talk. I really do.
The violence, quit the gossip, quit the racist.
That's what we're doing. The racist. Tim, you're the most racist, bigoted, hateful individual I've seen on the internet in a long time. What are you talking about? You said some repulsive things.
We have to quit the hate. We have to quit the stupid food that they've got us addicted to. We've got to start worshiping God like we were as a country in the 70s. I mean, we got too many people here influencing and throwing weeds in our garden and trying to radicalize and change people's mind and promote
he is so hateful. Yeah, he is the most hateful person. He hates people for their size. He judges people for their appearances, which is the most shallow way to judge an individual. Often people who have genuine wealth, some, especially in the UK, are probably some of the most poorly dressed people you'll ever see. So a lot of times, you know, they don't care about the nouveau riche shite that you seem to be so obsessed with, Tim. You are just an angry person. Gosh, I mean, I find you irritating because you promote terrible diets most of the time, frying your skin out on the beach, ignoring your doctor's advice, just a host of absolute, just bug awful. And
this guy was a hypocrite. He claimed to be religious. This guy was a what do they call those preachers that turn out to be not con man? There's a word.
Grifter.
What is it? It's right on the tip of my tongue.
Charlatan, grifter, flim-flam man.
Hold on. Whatever. Not to be what he said.
Hold on. With that said, Tim, I'm going to have to bring out some terms for you now. Hold on. I got a couple for you. Here we are. Is it this one? Hold on.
Confidence trickster, noun British, a person who tricks other people in order to get their money. Con artist.
Is it that one? Or is it this one?
Flim-flam, noun a trick or deception, especially a swindle or confidence game involving skillful persuasion or clever manipulation of the victim. A piece of nonsense, twaddle, bosh.
Yeah, one of those two. Or maybe just grifter. I don't know. Or maybe it's just simply this.
No. I simply asked. I said, I wish I could have that's dry begging. Well, I mean, you know what that is.
Dry beggar? Oh, what's up, Rasco? Are you dry begging for hugs down and pets down here? He said, I'm finished.
People love to judge. You can't judge. You're not a judge. You got common sense, and you know that when God gives you direction, that don't listen to this person, then you just move away. But you don't go out and broadcast it and spread that poison where everybody starts becoming a judge. You just keep it in yourself. And know, when
it's impossible to have it on YouTube. I tell you.
What is it called? Oh man, I'm gonna mess up my whole video trying to think of one word. Anyway, today's videos, I don't know why God is having me be this preacher guy or talk about him, but that's what we're supposed to do.
Really? I guess God's asking me to come out to YouTube, go live with all of these there's been at one point 140 some beautiful souls. At the moment, it says I have 133 beautiful souls watching. Make sure you participate in the poll. So far, we have 103 votes, went over 100. Did Tim bring business cards to the beach? We're going to take a look. Yes, otherwise a lost opportunity at 75%. In second place, he had them on hand just in case at 23%. And no, that would be tacky at a big 2%. And then we know the moon is starting to get high. All right, Tim, keep telling us how hateful we all are.
We're supposed to go out and make disciples and spread the good news. If one person pauses and thinks about what I'm saying and says, you know what, there's no question, whether it be the food, the media, the gossip, the way they look, whatever to make you better.
Don't worry, Tar Heels. I think this is the last thing we're going to take a look at. But I appreciate you being here. He is so upset we caught him at the Mooch Lodge on the beach. He just can't. He can't get through it. He's so upset. He's back onto the haters again. And he hasn't even gotten the thing I've been ordered to send to him from the courts. Wait till that arrives in his doorstep. I'm filing that, like I said, Thursday or Friday. I'm working on it.
If you start with one thing, make your weakest link your strongest link. Now you got a new weakest link. Work on that one. Just keep improving. Little baby steps.
Well, supposedly I'm a big scammer too, because I have a monetized channel, which is but I'm a live streamer. It's a different thing. So streamers have monetized channels, believe it or not. Tim, on the other hand, is just throwing out a lot of video slop. I hope to educate the audience around looking for scammers, looking for people who are giving medical misinformation around things such as sunbathing, diet, health. There's lots of things that I'm obviously educated to speak around. Most of my grad school is completed. I know people want to tease me. How's she still in grad school at a later age? That's how it works in nursing. It's not unusual that people in healthcare continue to advance their careers and advance their degrees as time goes on. Not every, and if you have had as many years in school as I have, you may not be rushing to finish school all the time. I have 2 degrees and most of my grad school finished. And I studied Spanish at a university for almost 2 years as well in Mexico. So I've had a lot of education, and it gets tiring to spend so much of your time throughout your entire adult life studying, which I have. There's not been one decade since I was in my teens that has not had me in some form of higher education, some institute of higher learning. It's just not happened. I'm hoping in my 60s I'll be done. It's just good for the brain, but still, it's isolating and exhausting sometimes. So I do have qualifications to talk about subject matters that Tim has no qualifications, licensure, or ethics to talk about. So it's a completely different thing, and I'm going to stick with it. In fact, we're going to have a massive membership drive in May just to make sure we irritate all the haters out there, as Tim would say. But I actually think the negative press will work for me in a different way.
You're never going to be perfect. Nobody was perfect but Jesus.
Oh, Lord. I don't think Jesus even said he was perfect.
But anyway, I said I wasn't going to preach, but here I go. That's what I'm doing. I'm all fired up, baby. I'm all hopped up. You know what I need to do? I need to go up here to that coffee place.
My glasses
I haven't been for a long time. Scoot on around.
My glasses are good, but I either smudged them and they're already dirty, and I think that's why I'm fiddling. Gosh, I got one smudge right in the middle here. And it's making me fiddle with my glasses, so I apologize, guys. I do not do very well with obscured vision.
Why just do that? Get myself one heavy whipping cream. God, what is that word? Ugh, I'll think about it later. All right, folks, that's one more video for you. Crush it.
You tried to do it, Gen X, about trying to do school after. It's hard. I've taken most of my classes online, so there were very few after my bachelor degree that I've had to physically be in a brick and mortar. I did a big combination of brick and mortar and online classes when I did my BSN. I was only able to transfer a couple of my classes from my degree in the UK, and it has been hard. I promise you. There have been times where the idea of having to sit and study and write papers still, because healthcare is especially one of the industries that you hope that the people who are caring for you are staying up to date and current with their practice, like people who are in the law or doing your taxes. Or I know there's software to do a lot of this stuff now, especially for the attorneys and everybody. I still would be very hesitant with the AI and the medical. I heard recently there was somebody referring to the fact that the AI was filling in the gaps on a patient chart. So they were trying to use it for charting purposes. And the AI, when something wasn't filled in, was just filling it in. And they are now, it's somewhere out in California, having to go back and correct all of these patient charts because it changes how you potentially could diagnose a patient. So it's also, it could change the type of insurance things that cover them too. I mean, it has huge impacts, and it messed up a bunch of the charts, like on just all the time. In fact, so that is something that is just like, oh, that's not good. And then the man hours, because now you literally going to have humans go back and fix stuff. They're literally going. I don't even want to think of that nightmare. I hate charting as it is. I think that's the one thing that people would want AI to assist because it is so time consuming. It's extremely laborious. But if they start just filling in gaps because they are, wanting to do whatever AI does, that's not good. If you just don't know if somebody has a history of smoking or something, I mean, that's a very basic question. But if there's something like, you didn't find out how many drinks they're having a day, and then the AI decides to put in that they're drinking 4 drinks a day, I mean, that's going to, change stuff for somebody. So I'm just saying, it can get wild. Oh, my goodness. All right, guys. I realize I need to put my cool on in my house real fast. I'm getting hot. I've been changing it from hot to cold to hot. Now I'm getting hot. Oh, that's wild. Okay, Tim went to Scooters real quick.
Hey, I was going to we are at Scooters Coffee.
Do something.
How do I get in? I can't see. The sun is so bright. I haven't been here in forever. Now I'm going in. I wonder if they remember Sarasota Tim. Nobody here. I own it. I hope they're doing good. We're going to make a video for them. I'll show you what this place looks like right here. It's just a little drive-through. Handsome building. Let me get my phone out of the way. Scooters Coffee right there. And that little place. It's kind of like the Human Bean, which I love, the Human Bean, but they don't have those in Florida. Let's see if they got what I need.
All right.
See if they remember. How are you doing today?
All pre-completed.
My name is Sarasota Tim. You're not familiar? Okay, it's been a while. I've done some videos for you guys. I'm a YouTuber.
All right. Okay.
Anyway, I would like a small senior coffee. And you guys have heavy whipping cream.
Yes. A bunch of exams that were not done. UCLA patient visit records are pre-completed. They're full of boilerplate of exams that were not done. Yeah, that's not good. Just these sort of things. Is that the situation I was speaking of that I heard about? It's bad. It's just bad. Anything, it's just not good when you're dealing with, people's health. It's one thing if it's like your, Panera Club. It's another thing when it's your health record. That's where I think we need to be really, anything like financial health, anything that really carries information that just cannot be, that needs to be held to a higher standard of maintenance. I mean, I've had so many breaches. I'm working on a video for that, about all the different data security breach notices I get in the mail and how I always end up signing up for these settlements. And every year I get a couple $100 in settlement money from all these data breaches. It's always worth checking your mailboxes, folks.
I just like one heavy whipping cream in my coffee, and that'll be all.
Go ahead and
scoot on around. All right.
I know. He does. He did. He literally, the way he talked about it, it's like, I'm a spokesperson. How do you not know me? I literally have videos for Scooters. I am a, he's so pleased with himself because he's getting a donut. It makes me want a donut, Tim. I'm kind of not trying. I'm just trying to eat fruit for my desserts because I too can get to like wanting to eat cookies and stuff. And I know they're not good for me. And I feel like I've been having like it's hard to break away from the treats.
Okay. I'm gonna have to use my phone to pay because I have some money on an app my daughter gave me. How's it going today?
Religious.
Fine. I was making a video. I'm gonna have to end it because I've got my app going.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Okay, because these people really care. I am no different than Tim. Sometimes I say the dumbest stuff out in public too. And I've had to have my friends say to me many a time, like, they don't care. It's like, why are you telling these people this? They don't care.
I certainly will. Hey, folks, I had to pay with my phone, but I got the coffee here. We're going to check out the color. And the nice young lady here said, would you like some mini donuts? I said, I can't help from saying yes. So let's go in and try it out. Thank you, ladies. Have a good one.
You already had
All right.
credit monitoring for a year? Oh, I just had, they always offer the credit monitoring, but there was one recently with the place where I had my vein restoration work done. And they had something come in the mail that told me, because they'll have different things. I'm going to do a video about it, but they'll have like different things on these notices. And some of them will actually tell you to, that it's going into a settlement. And you then have to go to the website and they'll offer you like a portion of the settlement. And I've had it a couple of times now with these different companies. Beyond just the data monitoring, I've had that, and the one with the vein restoration center. I did something with a website, and I got $149. And there's some, so I keep a look because I have had a few of them settlements come in.
Yeah, she said she saw videos, but she hasn't met me before. They know me now, baby. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Which I got to do with what I said just minutes ago in another video about quit eating sugar. Let's take a look at what we got here. Let me find a safe place to pull over. This was just two, it's been rude, right? Let's see what they are. They come in this little bag. A gift. And it was.
I mean, shoot, I wish there was a Scooters now by my house. I'd be go grabbing a 97-cent cup of coffee and some donuts.
96 cents for the coffee.
You think Fred and Raphael?
And thank you to my daughter for the gift that she actually bought me some time ago. But the money doesn't go away. So there's three. It's kind of like the juju beans at, I'm trying to get out the sunlight, at Human Being. Look at those little things.
Tim just cannot help himself if he gets something free. I mean, I'm the same. Don't get me wrong. It's the British in me. We love free stuff. But it's funny where he's cheap and where he's like, it's just funny. He's funny.
They have the nicest cup. They give you this little thing here and the lid. Let's look at the color.
Now tell me this is not video slop, people. Tell me this is not video slop. This is sorry, my eye got something like weepy. Tell me this is not sloppy slop. This is what is this content? And the sun on his hand, it just looks, his skin looks terrible. Lord. Sorry, I need to take that for my eye. I gotta have to
That's what
dab.
happened last time. It gets on the lid there and drips a little bit. That is some color for one cream. Folks, that's got more color and cream than one cream at McDonald's. That is the best cup of coffee I've ever drank in my life. Man. I don't know if it's more than one because the coffee is not scorching hot. It's perfect and tastes perfect. And you know what makes it taste even better?
I'm sure it's good coffee. It looks like it has good steam. I don't know if Scooters has good coffee or not. I've tried to have an entire day where I've not gone out and spent anything at a retail place. So, and it's hard because sometimes I get a little bit stir crazy being at home all day. Even though I've been out with the dogs and stuff, I get a little stir crazy, but I'm trying to be good and just eat what I've got at the house.
Don't be jealous. Don't be critical. One time, for good old time's sake.
Oh my God.
Now, you know
You know that's how Tim always ate. Then he wonders how he got heavy. Sitting around and driving around in your car all day, Tim. You know what? You need to exercise right after you eat all those sweetie foods. That's the key. Is that after you, gosh, he looks so sunburned. My goodness, this isn't healthy looking. Look how much it makes him look so old. I think that's a misnomer that having a suntan makes you look like healthy. This doesn't look healthy. I'm sure Scooters is very good. This donuts look good.
No more. Oh my gosh. That's addictive.
Yeah, I couldn't have that. I'd have all 3 donuts.
Well, it doesn't. It's so good.
No, I have no
Sugar.
filter with food like that.
This was just a review for you. If you want to do it, wow.
I don't know. That looked like a good cup of coffee and some nice donuts. Oh my gosh, he looks so burnt though. He looks so burnt. It just doesn't look good. All right. I don't think there's much else to say on that. And then he went to BJ's for a food haul. Let's see what the views are doing on his videos. I'm more curious what his view counts are doing. We'll wrap it up, guys. My eyes started watering. I guess the pollens are up today. I'm also trying to figure out the logic of my condo association other than just being cheap financially for a week, because they took all our, I guess they changed the service for our rubbish pickup. And so we had to put out all our bins today. But I don't think we're getting new ones until next week or something delivered. So I'm like, where do I put all the bags of my dog poop for the next week? Like, where's the dog poop going? So I'm trying to, I've got a little, a little pot down there where I'm popping the little bags, but that's not going to work. It's going to get filled real fast. So I've got to figure out something for the next week. Like, what about my trash from the kitchen and stuff? I mean, it's like, you can't just put it out on the patio because we've got all sorts of wildlife that'll just eat stuff up. So I don't understand why they're making us go an entire week without having another bin to put out there. It makes no sense. They took them away today, and then they say they're not going to be delivered till next week. I don't know. I find that irritating. Okay. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. All right. So Tim's views. How do I still have this up? Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. I don't know how I'm still sharing that screen, and I don't even have it here. Hold on. That's wild. So Tim went to BJ's. Hold on. Let me share this tab instead. Okay. That was wild. I suddenly lost the tab. Okay. He's had shoot. So the morning chat, he got this walking one, he did much better because people like the idea of seeing the trucks. 1,000 views. He's had just under 1,000 on this one. Just under 1,000 on the, and they'll get over 1,000. So he's counting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5,000, 6,000 views. Let's say he's getting, I don't know, $4 or $5. I don't know how he classifies his videos. There's there's different categories, and depending on how you classify them, will put you into different types of markets. And so I don't know how he classifies, and it can really change how much you get paid per 1,000 on your ads. So I don't know what he goes under, because there's no category called financial. A lot of these ones, which a lot of people would want to go into, they would not be choosing that. So I'm not sure how Tim categorizes, and I don't, because I get premium, I don't see the type of ads that would appear on his videos. I'd be curious. I should watch on my other YouTube through my other email that does not have premium, because depending on the type of ads that I see run in his videos, if they're higher end ads like pharmaceutical companies or car dealerships or, car manufacturers, let's just say, anything which people would have higher disposable incomes, that would give me a better idea of what category Tim's putting under his videos, and therefore what type of the HOAs are infuriating. Yeah. They all go under rubbish. Jim without a gym bag. Oh, I know, because he works out in his just regular day shorts, like he goes to the beach in them. How has he been going to the beach this much and still didn't have a pair of swim trunks? That's for the most shoppiest man I ever known in my life. How he has not bought a pair of board shorts. And I know he had another pair, because I'm sure he had some with Miss Tammy. I just can't believe he doesn't keep, like, for the seat, at least to tie him over to the next season until he buys another pair. I mean, I keep the same swimming suit for years. Yeah, he doesn't have a gym bag. It's wild. All right. So, I don't know. Let's say he's got $5 a video per 1,000. He could be looking at, $25, $30 for all this work today. Yesterday, again, maybe getting over to a couple of thousand, but he still has, like, obviously people watching his other content. The one, other, Social Security video might still be netting him more money than these other videos are. So who knows? And then I think most of the review, but I don't think, he's really pushing out the content. I don't think this is helping with his view count. I mean, obviously he still gets more views than I do on certain videos, but he has 67.2 thousand subscribers. I'm on a push for 5,000 this year. If I can make 5,000 subscribers by the end of this year, I'd be so happy. I just need to maintain my subscriber count. I lose some, I gain some. I lose some, I gain some. So I don't seem to really get any traction. But at least I'm not going down like Tim. But I understand subscribers is not really the be all and end all with YouTube. It's more having a wonderful community like you folks all who engage with the content and just have a good time. So, I mean, that's really the most important thing. All right, let's finish this poll out. 120 votes. You guys are awesome. Oh, I appreciate it. 121. Even better. Okay, so let's see what the poll came out with in the end. Come on, give me my results. How's it not giving me my results? Do I have to go into live chat? Okay, there we go. Did Tim bring business cards to the beach? Let me bring that picture up real fast. Let me bring him down. There we go. Oh, let me bring me some more. There we go. There's Tim. This is more appropriate for the poll. All right. And then we'll finish it out with that awesome video footage that he was so happy about. I wonder if he'll ever let us know if he's at the Mooch Lodge or not. It's too late in the night to check for him, but the first I'm so bad with these polls. I get so distracted. 122 votes. Did Tim bring business cards to the beach? 73% said yes. Otherwise, a lost opportunity. In second place with 25% was he had them on hand just in case. And in last but not least at 2% was no, that would be tacky. I think those people are just contrarians. I've got some giveaways. I can do giveaways on active chatters, keywords, or random number. Oh, I'm trying to think of a fun giveaway to do at some point. So I'm trying to think of like something fun to give away. I wish I could link it to people who do things, but the random number one's kind of interesting. That's 2% was Tim. He's so mad. He is very, that's interesting. It is interesting. He probably had them in his little buggy. See, look, we recognize the buggy. See, I think this is the reason why the Tim does not want this umbrella. Look at how his umbrella stands out amongst the other umbrellas. And Tim is not somebody who's going to confidently want to stand out. Be like, dang it, I bought this umbrella. It does a great job. It works fine. It's a beach umbrella. It looks, sunny and happy. No, he is going to want what everybody else has, which are these bluey looking ones. Now, I must admit, I have a solid dark blue beach umbrella. I think I got it from Lowe's or somewhere. So Tim is not going to want to stand out. Now, the ones that are more popular in Virginia Beach are ones that look like almost like kites that have, because we get so much wind here on the East Coast. So they literally are a sort of tarpaulin type of material. And then it just has these they kind of like 4 corners or 3 corners, and they kind of can just go with the wind, and doesn't really matter if the wind blows. It won't get caught like an umbrella, because sometimes those umbrellas will just fly across the beach, man. So yeah, it's a flamboyant umbrella. Well, it means we can spot him easier too if he's out here. See, if he had one that looked like this, then we may find it more difficult to spot Tim. But look, we see him here in his shorts and his shirt, handing out something, meeting someone, shaking hands, doing something. All right, guys, I've had you for a couple of hours now. Laughter's a smile, I must say, it costs nothing. Yes. Well, Tim is a big proponent of the positivity, but you see his face darken the second he has to encounter traffic or somebody turning in front of him or anything that seems to potentially stop Tim from doing whatever Tim is up to. He gets very irritated then. All right, guys, I'm going to play this video again. Bye. Yeah, we're going to be finishing out. It's nice to see you, Eric. I'm going to play back out this video, and then we'll catch you on the next one, guys. And like I said, look out for the members only for tonight. Just to do the unboxing. It's not going to be long. The unboxing of the plaintiff labels. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks. Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Life and Vibe, thanks so much. My queen, my Sarasota Tim expert.